Hey guys, never subtitling it today, and the 8th anniversary party units have been revealed to be a legend, Tag, Super Saiyan, Trunks and Future Gohan, and a legend Super Saiyan God Shallet. Now we have just gone over the kit for these guys, so we are on to Super Saiyan God Shallet now. Now there's a lot of opinions for this unit. The strongest one I have is that considering he was a unit that we could use for free in the story mode, I feel like they kind of went about this the wrong way. He shouldn't have just been summonable. I feel like they should have made it so that you can have him for free, but if you want to 14 star him, you can summon on his banner, because that will add like that, not really that dread feeling of thinking, well, why didn't they just let him be a free unit? I don't think him being a free unit would have been great in terms of just 14 starring him. There you go, have fun, because he would have been meta. But I feel like they kind of went around it the wrong way. They should have made it so that you get the 1000 free Z power after you get this guy. It should have been like you just get it and that's it. That would have been a bit more fun. But yeah, the art they've used here is exactly like the fusing Gogeta Blues art, which is interesting. A lot of just reused animations for Shallet in general. Would have liked them to put a bit more effort, change this up, make it so that it's something we haven't seen. If we're gonna summon for this unit, spend our hard-earned crystals. So I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see a lot of Shallets in PvP, because a lot of people probably will either skip the banner or hope to pull him in the future if legend units ever are like multiple on one banner. But we're gonna go over the kit. He still seems like a very good unit. So use element light to fight back against enemies with an element advantage. Legend Super Saiyan God Shallet joins the fight. So change to element light when at element disadvantage. If Shallet is at an element disadvantage when the enemy activates a special move arts, ultimate arts, awaken arts, or rising rush, or there is an area change, or the enemy switches characters while Shallet is on the battlefield, you'll change the element light and get this. Element light has no element disadvantage. So essentially what they've said there is he's gone type neutral, because element light is just type neutrality, but I'm guessing he'll be in there for longer than when you would normally be in type neutral for. He has a lot of ways to go through that to become element light. So yeah, would expect a lot of the times during the match he's going to be element light, which is fine. You can make use of that for sure, but it'll be interesting to play around it. Unique Gorge excelling in offense and defense. So when Shallet uses a strike or blast arts when the unique gorge is 25% or more, draw special arts and increase your damage. If you instead receive an art attack, your enemy's key will be reduced by 25, giving you a chance to stop their combo in its tracks. Okay, that's not too bad. Special move arts that activate powerful effects at random. Destroy all special move arts in hand to activate random effects based on the number destroyed. Overwhelm your opponent by activating multiple powerful effects that can boost damage guard penetration, inflict feint, threat switching, and more. Interesting. Show your enemy the incredible power of Super Saiyan God with this Saiyan twin fusion. You know what would have maybe made this a bit more cooler? If it was potentially a tag fusing unit. That would have been an extra little spice to it, because that's kind of what they did in the story and would have made it cooler, because tag fusing is pretty much the best mechanics though in this game, other than like multi-transformation. Okay, so he's a green, superior green Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, Fusion Warrior, God Key, Fusion, Game Originals. I do believe he's a range type, which is good because he will pair strongly with Ultra Gogeta Blue. Okay, his Z ability, Game Originals, Fusion Warrior, or God Key. To be honest, these two tags are very strong. Game Originals is okay at the moment, but those two are the main ones. Base Blast, attack and defense plus 38%, and if your Game Originals are in the leader slot, an additional 18% strike defense. So strike On activation, enemy damage received plus 50% for 10 cards has blast armor. Blast on hit, enemy damage received plus 50% for 10 cards. Special move activates a powerful effect at random that can prevent switching, inflict feint, and more. By destroying special move arts, the number of effects that activate will increase, so it does massive impact damage. On activation, special move damage plus 50% for 3 counts. Also, destroy all special move arts in hand, then activate a number of the following effects at random equal to the number of arts destroyed plus 1. So the same effect cannot be activated multiple times, so you can't get like damage guard penetration plus 50% twice, and so on. So on special move arts hit, feint, infliction chance plus 100% for 3 counts. Wow. Damage guard penetration plus 50%, which is also good. Those two are both uncancelable and for 3 counts. Limit enemy healing to 60% for 40 counts. Prevent all enemy switching for 3 counts. This one I say is, they're all really good, but whenever it says prevent enemy from switching, when that happens and you just catch someone off guard, snipe someone to death, yeah, it's just a long day. It has strike armor on it, blast armor, sorry. So green card, draw special move art and protect your hand. Pummel your opponent with powerful special move art. So draw the special move, draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer, key plus 50, unique goals plus 10%, damage plus 30% for 10 cards, nullify special cover changes for 5 cards, protect hand for 5 cards. Pretty good green card. Okay, ultimate. On hit, seal the main ability for all enemies and inflict sub counts. So supreme damage. On activation, ultimate damage plus 50% for 3 counts, nullify endurance for 3 counts. On hit, seal all enemy main abilities for 5 counts, or enemy sub counts plus 3, has blast armor as well. Okay, main ability, increase your overdrive gorge charge rate by 50%. So destroy 1 card, then draw ultimate arts next. Health plus 30%, key plus 50, overdrive gorge charge rate plus 50% for 20 counts, uncancelable, which is good. Cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, and you require 25 timer counts to be able to use that. Pretty standard. Shallet has endurance, like every other unit. Nullify attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions 3 times each. Damage plus 340%, damage guard plus 290%, key recovery plus 70%, draw speed plus 1, nullify attribute downgrades up to 3 times, nullify abnormal conditions up to 3 times, endurance 50%, ally damage plus 20%. Overall strong ability, he has endurance, which is always just a benefit. Okay, onto the unique ability. So temporarily change to element light when at an element disadvantage. Fight back when you're at a disadvantage on either offense or defense. So on battlefield entry, draw a card if hand has 3 or fewer, health plus 10%, key plus 40, nullify special cover changes for 5 counts, destroy 1 enemy card or enemy draw speed -1 for 5 counts. When on battlefield on area change or when enemy switches, draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer, 1 time. Activation reset. Switch, damage plus 30% for 10 counts and enemy key plus -20, sorry. Pretty standard right there. Also, if at element disadvantage, switch to light for 5 counts, uncancelable. Damage plus 20% for 10 counts. When on battlefield, an enemy uses vanishing step, key plus 20, so enemy special arts for 5 counts, 1 time. Activations reset on switch. While not defeated, an enemy activates ultimate, awakened arts or rising rush, health restoration plus 100% for 5 counts. Sub counts -5. Cancel enemy buff effects 2 times. While not defeated, if element disadvantage and enemy activates special move, ultimate, awakened art or rising rush, switch to light for 3 counts, uncancelable. Okay, so him being light, there are benefits. He's going to be type neutral. He also won't be able to do type advantage damage, which is kind of a downside on that, but it's not for long. It's mainly there for you to tank heavy hits, basically. So yeah, not too bad. And you can basically always deal type neutral for a certain amount against purple units. Okay, he cover changes against strike, comboable into a blue. Okay, unique gorge. If the unique gorge is 25% or more, consume it for offensive or defensive buffs. When using a strike or blast arts, get an increase to damage, and when taking arts attack, get an increase to damage guard. So key consumption type starts with 25% charge, with at least 25% unique gorge. On strike or blast arts use one time. Draw special arts next, damage plus 30%, uncancelable up to 60%. Draw speed plus 1, 15 counts uncancelable, and activations reset on switch. With at least 25% unique gorge and you're hit by enemy arts for 2 times, health plus 10%, damage guard plus 10%, which to be honest isn't really anything. 10 counts, ally sub counts minus 10, not 10, ally sub counts minus 1, key minus 25 for your enemies, and activation reset on switch. Once again, is consumed, activations reset on switch by 25% on strike, blast arts use with at least 25% for 1 times, when hit by enemy arts with at least 25% 2 times. Charges moderately on ally arts use according to key consumed. His legend action, recover key by 50 and also increase the unique gorge. So is a low area, so both the new units are from a low area with their legend action. On activation, key plus 50, unique gorge plus 25%, and you can combo into the blue and ultimate. So this guy does seem good. In my opinion, we need to see him do a lot from his blues. It seems like he's mainly made around this. So if his blues are very powerful and you see a lot of benefits from these, you are going to be in a good position. The only thing that sucks is that if you use a blue, you can't necessarily use a blue straight after because you're destroying all the blue cards in your hand, which is kind of a drawback on that. But overall, it's going to be powerful enough that it doesn't really matter if you destroy all the others, you could just benefit off that. I'm expecting this guy, if he's not really good, like I'm saying top 3 best unit in the game, it's going to be bad for Shallet, because him being at first a unit you could use for free in the story mode, and now being a summonable unit, he has to be good. If he's not good, he's going to be a major letdown, which will hurt the anniversary, because the 8th anniversary so far, part 1 was fantastic. They had a questionable Zenkai for legend limited unit, but still the rest of it was fantastic. DC units aren't bad choices by all means, they just don't live up to the hype that we built up basically. So yeah, a lot to see over the next couple of weeks. And let me know if you're summoning for Super Saiyan God Shallet, the Trunks and Gohan, and other guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more in the future, subscribe. See you on the next one. Goodbye.